spend a lot of money just to get this reaction? Ugh. Well, here are 5 niche fragrances that I wouldn't recommend. For this first one, I actually really love this brand. One of their fragrances is in my top 10 in my entire collection, but this one is a really hard sell, and it is Argos Nemean Lion. The main reason is it is a woody, but like a dirty woody fragrance. Like the whole idea behind this fragrance is Hercules fighting the Nemean lion. Like bro, you could basically smell the sweat coming off of his like wooden club that he uses as a weapon. Like if you're a working man, specifically like working with wood or like a lumberjack or something like that, you probably already smell like this. And I guess you want to smell like that because you want to be attractive to somebody, I guess? I don't know about you, but I don't really care for that vibe, and I wouldn't recommend this one because of that. This next one I actually enjoy as more of an artistic piece as opposed to something I'd wear out like on a regular basis, and it is Tamine's Bold as Love. I think this was inspired by Jimi Hendrix, so the idea of it being a like artistic piece does track. It's very citrusy, woody, aromatic. To be honest, in the air, it kind of does give like a psychedelic kind of feel if you can imagine that as a smell. But for that same reason, I don't think it's like the most mass appealing thing out there, and it just serves more as artistic. At least not to those looking for a mass appealing fragrance. It's not super mass appealing, it's just artistic. This next one's for you Harry Potter fans, and I'm not saying this just because I'm a Gryffindor, even though they are the best house, and I'm not gonna argue about this, I'm right. Which is not the reason why I wouldn't recommend this next one, which is the House of Sillage Ravenclaw Parfum. And let's be honest, they are probably the most boring house in all of Harry Potter. Like, name me somebody noteworthy from that house. You can't. And I can't wait for those comments arguing that point. But just like the house, this is kind of boring and even worse performing. And what I mean, it's very lavender forward, it's aromatic, I mean, it's pleasant, it doesn't project, it lasts maybe like 2 hours off my skin. It's definitely not gonna capture attention like that or on the scent alone. And especially for the price point, I can't in good faith recommend this. But I will recommend the other houses, Gryffindor and Slytherin especially. I said Slytherin. For this next one, I actually really like how it smells. Like everyone else in my life doesn't really like it, and they're wrong. It's okay, I love you, I forgive you because of that. I honestly really enjoy it. And it is Amouage Interlude Black Iris. They really can't get behind that like oregano note mixed with like the very nice like dark iris note in there. It honestly smells really good. But your average Joe, otherwise known as uncultured NPCs, just don't really enjoy the whole scent profile. But this is at the top of the Amouage list for me, and that's why it's on this list. And for this last one, I legitimately just hated it. I could not tell you how much I disliked it from the very first spray. It immediately gave me a headache. My roommate was in the other room and it gave him a headache. Like there was just nothing enjoyable about it at all to me. Like it was so bad. I tried to wash it off with soap and water to the point where I was like red. Then I tried dousing the thing in Sauvage and that still didn't work. And it is literally the only fragrance that I've ever acquired that I did not keep in my collection. Obviously I didn't keep the bottle, so I can't really show it to you in person, but it is Philipp Plein's No Limits.